Have you ever felt that sharp, unbearable pain that doubles you over and makes you wonder if this is how your story ends? If you've experienced kidney stones, you know that agony. If you haven't, you've likely watched someone you love writhe in pain, feeling completely helpless as they suffered through what doctors call one of les douleurs les plus intenses que le corps humain peut endurer. But here's what breaks my heart the most. Right now, millions of people over 60 are unknowingly eating foods they believe are healthy, foods their doctors might have even recommended. Yet these very same foods are quietly building the next stone inside their kidneys. They're drinking what they think will help them, avoiding what they believe is harmful, all while their bodies betray them in the most painful way possible. The cruel irony is that some of the foods we've been told are good for us are actually our worst enemies when it comes to kidney stones. What I'm about to share with you today will change everything you thought you knew about preventing these stones, and it might just save you from that next trip à l'urgence. Number 1. Foods that prevent and break down kidney stones. Picture this. You're standing in your kitchen at dawn, holding a simple glass of water with fresh lemon juice, and for the first time in months, you're not afraid of what the day might bring. No more scanning every sensation in your lower back. No more wondering if that slight discomfort means another trip to the emergency room is coming. This isn't just wishful thinking. That glass you're holding contains something doctors call citrate, but I call it liquid hope. When you squeeze that lemon into your water, you're releasing nature's own stone dissolver. The citrate wraps around the calcium in your body like a protective embrace, preventing it from joining with other minerals to form those razor-sharp cristaux qui vous tormentent. Every morning, on an empty stomach, this simple ritual can start breaking down stones that are already forming, flushing them out before they grow large enough to cause that unbearable pain. But here's where it gets even better. In your spice garden or on your kitchen windowsill, you might have fresh basil growing. Those green leaves hold a secret weapon called acetic acid. When you crush those leaves, boil them gently, and drink the cooled liquid, you're sending tiny molecular soldiers into your kidneys. They attack the very building blocks of kidney stones, the uric acid and calcium oxalate that clump together like unwanted house guests who refuse to leave. The beauty of this remedy lies in its rhythm. 15 jours de sauté à la basilic, puis une semaine de repos, puis 15 jours encore. It's like giving your kidneys a gentle, persistent massage, breaking apart formations that might have taken months to build. I've seen people weep with relief when they realize something so simple, growing right in their garden, could give them back their peace of mind. Then there's pomegranate juice, ruby red, and bursting with the kind of potassium and antioxidants your kidneys have been crying out for. When you drink this in the morning or evening without adding sugar or salt, you're not just nourishing your body. You're giving your kidneys the tools they need to filter more efficiently, to work the way they did when you were younger, and didn't have to think about every glass of water or every meal. And let's talk about Eau de Coco, nature's own sports drink, but so much better than anything humans have tried to create. Every sip delivers exactly what your body needs, high potassium and natural electrolytes, while staying low in the sodium that can make stones worse. It's like giving your kidneys a gentle shower from the inside, washing away the debris that wants to settle and harden. But perhaps the most surprising ally is sitting right there in your refrigerator. Yaourt Nature. Not the sweetened kind loaded with artificial flavors, but the simple, honest yogurt your grandmother might have made. The calcium in this yogurt doesn't add to your stone problems. Instead, it performs a beautiful dance in your intestines, binding with oxalates before they can reach your kidneys and cause trouble. One serving with breakfast or lunch becomes your daily shield against future stones. There's also barley water, a remedy so old that your great-grandmother probably knew its power. When you simmer barley and drink the strained water, you're creating a gentle flood through your kidneys. It increases your urine output naturally, like opening all the windows in a stuffy house. Small stones get swept away before they can grow. Infections that love to hide in stagnant areas get washed clean. Even something as simple as cucumber becomes medicine in this fight. 95% d'eau, chargé en potassium, croquant et rafraîchissant. Add some black salt and lemon juice, and you have a kidney-friendly snack that actually helps heal you while you enjoy it. Every bite delivers hydration directly where you need it most, And cauliflower, humble and often overlooked, becomes a superhero on your plate. Unlike so many vegetables that are high in oxalates, cauliflower is different. It's low in the compounds that form stones, high in fiber that helps your body detoxify, and rich in vitamin C that supports your overall kidney health. It's like choosing the right building materials for your body's reconstruction project. Number 2. Aliments nocifs pour les calculs rénaux. Maintenant vient la vérité dure qui pourrait briser votre cœur, mais qui pourrait sauver votre vie. Some of the foods you've been eating, believing they were keeping you healthy, are actually building the next stone inside you right now. Let's start with epinards. Oui, epinards. That dark, leafy green you've been forcing yourself to eat because everyone said it was good for you. The painful reality is that spinach is loaded with oxalates. And when those oxalates meet the calcium in your body, they form crystals sharp enough to make grown men weep. The same goes for beetroot, that beautiful purple vegetable you might juice or add to salads thinking you're doing something wonderful for your health. It feels like betrayal, doesn't it? All those years of trying to eat right, of listening to advice about green vegetables only to discover that some of them have been working against you. But knowledge is power, and now you know. And tomatoes. This one might hurt the most because tomatoes are in everything. That pasta sauce, that fresh salad, that sandwich you love. But it's specifically the seeds inside tomatoes that concentrate calcium oxalate like tiny factories, producing exactly what your kidneys don't need. Every seed is like a small investment in future pain. Think about your typical day. Maybe you start with some spinach in your morning smoothie, convinced you're being healthy. Later, you snack on salty chips or those pickled vegetables you love, not realizing that every gram of excess sodium forces your kidneys to dump more calcium into your urine. It's like pouring building materials directly into the construction site where stones form. Those afternoon cola drinks, the ones you reach for when you need a little energy boost. Each sip delivers phosphoric acid that makes your urine more acidic, creating the perfect environment for uric acid stones to crystallize and grow. It's not just the sugar that's hurting you. The very chemistry of these drinks transforms your body into a stone manufacturing plant. The cruelest part is how these foods fool us. They taste good. Some of them we've been told are healthy our entire lives. That bag of chips seems harmless when you're watching television. Those pickles add flavor to your sandwich. That glass of cola tastes refreshing on a hot day. But your kidneys are keeping score, and eventually they present you with a bill you never wanted to pay. High-sodium processed foods are everywhere, hidden in places you might not expect. Bakery items that taste sweet but are loaded with salt. Packaged snacks that seem innocent. Even some breakfast cereals contain more sodium than your kidneys can handle without consequences. Each extra gram of salt forces your body to excrete more calcium, and that calcium has to go somewhere. Usually it ends up crystallizing in your kidneys. The tragedy is that many people over 60 have been eating these foods for decades, not knowing the slow damage being done. You trusted the food industry. You trusted conventional wisdom. You did what you thought was right, but your body has been sending you signals, and maybe now you're finally ready to listen. This isn't about perfection. It's not about never enjoying food again. But it is about making informed choices, about understanding that every bite either helps heal you or helps hurt you. There's no neutral ground when it comes to kidney stones. Food is either medicine or poison, and now you know which is which. Number 3. Beer and kidney stones. Here's where we need to have an honest, perhaps uncomfortable conversation about something many people your age have heard whispered in doctors' offices or shared among friends. The myth about beer helping kidney stones. Maybe someone told you this story. Maybe you read it somewhere, or maybe you desperately wanted to believe it during your last bout with stones. Beer makes you urinate more. The logic goes, so it must flush out kidney stones, right? It seems to make perfect sense, especially when you're looking for any relief, any hope, any reason to think that something pleasant might actually help. I understand why this myth persists. When you're doubled over in pain, when traditional medicine feels cold and clinical, when you're looking for something, anything that might help, the idée qu'une bière pourrait être médicinale sent comme un cadeau. It offers comfort and hope wrapped in familiar packaging. But here's the devastating truth that no one wants to tell you. Beer n'est pas en train d'évacuer tes problèmes. It's creating new ones while you're not looking. Yes, bière te fait uriner plus. That part is true. But what's happening inside your body tells a completely different story. The alcohol in beer actually dehydrates you, pulling water from your cells and organs, including your kidneys. So while you might produce more urine initially, your body quickly becomes more dehydrated than when you started. It's like trying to clean your house by making a bigger mess. Worse yet, beer contains compounds called purines. These might sound harmless, but inside your body they transform into uric acid. And uric acid is one of the main building blocks of kidney stones. So while you think you're flushing out stones, you're actually providing the raw materials to build new ones. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. Your kidneys and liver, already working hard to process waste and toxins, now have to deal with alcohol on top of everything else. Et 60 et plus, ces organes ne sont plus aussi résilients qu'ils ne l'étaient. They're like faithful employees who have been working overtime for decades. Adding alcohol to their workload isn't helping them. It's exhausting them further. And then there's the addiction factor that nobody talks about. When you're dealing with chronic pain, when stones keep returning, when you feel helpless and scared, alcohol can become a false friend. It promises relief but delivers dependency. What starts as trying to flush out stones can become a daily habit that creates bigger health problems than the stones ever did. I've seen too many people convince themselves that their evening beer is medicinal, that their weekend drinking is therapeutic, that somehow the rules about alcohol don't apply when you're dealing with kidney stones. But your kidneys don't care about your reasoning. They only respond to chemistry, and the chemistry of alcohol is never in their favor. The most heartbreaking part is watching someone choose beer over real solutions. While they're convincing themselves that alcohol might help, they're missing out on genuinely healing options that actually work. They're trading temporary mental relief for long-term physical harm. This isn't about judgment. This is about love and truth and wanting better for you. If you've been holding onto the beer myth, it's time to let it go. Your kidneys deserve better. You deserve better. There are real solutions waiting for you. Solutions that actually heal instead of creating new problems. Number 4. Alternative et suggestions sûres. Où cela vous laisse-t-il? After everything we've discussed, after learning which foods help and which foods hurt, after dispelling dangerous myth, you might be wondering what your daily routine should actually look like. Let me paint you a picture of what healing can look like in your everyday life. You wake up each morning and reach for a glass of warm water with fresh lemon juice. Not because you have to, but because you want to. Because you know that this simple act is sending healing compounds into your body, breaking apart any stones that might be trying to form, protecting you before problems start. Mid-morning, you prepare fresh basil leaves, crushing them gently and letting them steep in hot water. The aroma fills your kitchen with something that smells like hope and tastes like taking control of your health. This isn't just tea. This is medicine that actually works, medicine that comes from the earth instead of a laboratory. For lunch, you enjoy cucumber slices with a sprinkle of black salt and lemon juice. Every bite is crisp, refreshing, and healing. You're not forcing yourself to eat something that tastes like cardboard in the name of health. You're enjoying food that happens to be incredibly good for your kidneys. In the afternoon, instead of reaching for a cola or even that beer we talked about, you pour yourself a glass of fresh coconut water. It tastes like tropical sunshine and delivers exactly what your body needs. Natural electrolytes, perfect hydration, kidney-friendly minerals that help instead of harm. Dinner includes a serving of plain yogurt and some cauliflower prepared however you enjoy it most. Maybe rôti avec des herbes, peut-être à la vapeur avec un peu d'huile d'olive et d'ail. You're not suffering through a restrictive diet. You're eating delicious food that happens to protect your kidneys while nourishing your whole body. And twice a week, you prepare barley water, that ancient remedy that has been helping people for thousands of years. You simmer le blé, filtrer l'eau, peut-être ajouter un peu de miel si vous le voulez. It's become a ritual of self-care, a way of showing your kidneys the same love and attention you'd show any other part of your body that needed healing. This is what real healing looks like. Not compliqué, pas cher, not requiring you to give up everything you enjoy, Just simple, consistent choices that add up to profound changes in how your body functions and how you feel. The beautiful thing about these alternatives is that they don't just prevent kidney stones, they improve your overall health, your energy levels, your sense of well being. When you properly hydrate your body with healing liquids instead of harmful ones, when you nourish your kidneys instead of stressing them, everything starts working better. But here's what I want you to remember most: this isn't about perfection. You don't have to make every change at once. You don't have to throw out everything in your kitchen domain. Start with one simple swap. Maybe it's lemon water in the morning instead of coffee on an empty stomach. Maybe it's eau de coco en après-midi au lieu de soda. Petites modifications, appliquées de manière constante, créent des résultats miraculeux. Your kidneys have been waiting for you to take care of them the way they've been taking care of you all these years. They've been filtering your blood, balancing your fluids, removing toxins, asking for nothing in return except the basic building blocks they need to do their job well. Now you know what those building blocks are, and more importantly, what's been tearing them down. The choice is yours, and the power to heal is literally in your hands, in your kitchen, in the simple daily decisions that either build health or break it down. Your kidneys are ready to heal. The question is, are you ready to help them? As we reach the end of our time together today, I want you to take a moment and really think about what we've discovered. Your kitchen isn't just a place where you prepare meals anymore. It's become your healing sanctuary, filled with simple, powerful tools that can protect you from one of the most excruciating pains the human body can endure. Every morning when you squeeze that lemon into your water, you're not just starting your day, you're choosing hope over fear. Every time you reach for coconut water instead of a cola, cucumber instead of chips, or plain yogurt instead of processed snacks, you're declaring that your health matters, that you matter. This isn't about perfection or completely transforming your life overnight. It's about understanding that at 60, 70, 80, and beyond, you still have incredible power over your well-being. Your kidneys don't care how old you are. They respond to kindness, to the right nutrients, to the care you give them today. The beautiful truth is that healing doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Some of the most powerful medicine grows in your garden or sits quietly on your grocery store shelf, waiting for you to recognize its value. So let me ask you this. Which of these lessons spoke to your heart today? Was it learning that something as simple as lemon water could be so powerful? Or perhaps discovering that foods you thought were healthy might have been working against you? Si ce vidéo vous a aidé à voir votre cuisine sous un nouveau jour, je serais reconnaissant si vous m'en faisiez part dans les commentaires ci-dessous. And if you think someone you care about could benefit from this knowledge, please share it with them. Sometimes the most loving thing we can do is pass along information that could spare someone pain. I'll be back soon with more ways to take charge of your health naturally. Until then, remember this. Every small choice you make is an act of love toward the body that's carried you this far. Your kidneys are listening, and they're ready to heal.